Neuroscience shows that a woman's brain makes attraction decisions in under 7 seconds. 4 specific phrases trigger what researchers call instant rejection response, a biological switch that turns off romantic interest immediately. If you've ever wondered why conversations suddenly go cold, this is probably why. Before we dive in, hit that like button if you want brutal honesty about attraction, subscribe if you're tired of wondering what went wrong, and let me know in the comments what city you're watching from. I love seeing where my advice is landing. And gentlemen, I promise you, understanding this will change how women respond to you forever. Here's what most men don't understand about female psychology. We're not just listening to your words, we're feeling your energy. We're reading between the lines. We're asking ourselves subconsciously, is this a man I can respect? Is this someone who respects himself? And these 4 phrases, they answer that question immediately, and not in the way you want. Phrase 1, I'm not really good with women. Number 1 might shock you because it seems harmless, even humble. I'm not really good with women. Guys, this is relationship poison disguised as honesty. Here's what happens in a woman's mind when you say this. First, you've just announced that other women don't find you attractive. Why should she be different? Second, you've positioned yourself as inexperienced, awkward, someone who needs training. Women don't want to be your practice round. Third, you've made your lack of confidence her problem to solve. From a psychology standpoint, attraction is about confidence and social proof. When you say you're bad with women, you're destroying both. You're basically saying, I have no social proof and I don't even believe in myself, so please do it for me. Instead, say nothing. Let your actions show her who you are. Or, if you must acknowledge inexperience, flip it. I'm pretty selective about who I spend time with. See the difference? Same meaning, completely different energy. Phrase 2, you're way too good for me. This next one, guys think it's romantic. Women hear it as weakness. You're way too good for me. This phrase is attraction kryptonite. Here's why. You've just told her you don't see yourself as her equal. You've created a power imbalance where she's the prize and you're, what, lucky to be there? But here's the thing. Women want partners, not admirers. We want men who see us as amazing and see themselves as amazing too. Psychologically, this triggers what we call ick. It's when someone's behavior makes us physically uncomfortable because it signals low self-worth. And low self-worth, it's the opposite of attractive. When you say this, I'm thinking, if he doesn't value himself, how can I? If he thinks I'm too good for him, maybe I am. Maybe I should find someone who thinks we're equals. Phrase 3, I don't really have any passions right now. This third one shuts down attraction faster than bad breath and small talk combined. I don't really have any passions right now. Gentlemen, this is like showing up to a duel without a weapon. Here's why. Passion is magnetic. It doesn't matter if you're passionate about collecting vintage coins or building rockets. Passion shows drive, purpose, aliveness. When you say you have no passions, you're saying you have no fire. And women are drawn to fire. From an evolutionary standpoint, women are attracted to men who are going somewhere, who have direction. A man without passion signals a man without purpose, and a man without purpose signals genetic dead end. This phrase tells her, I'm coasting through life, I have no vision. I'm waiting for something or someone to give me direction. That someone should not be her. Phrase 4, I'll change whatever you want me to. And this last one, it sounds supportive, but it's actually the most dangerous phrase of all. I'll change whatever you want me to. This might be the worst thing you can say to a woman you're attracted to. Here's why. You've just announced that you have no core, no standards, no backbone. You're basically saying, I'm a blank slate. Program me however you want. But women don't want to date their creation. We want to date a man, not a project. We don't want to be responsible for molding you into someone we can respect. Attraction requires polarity. We need to feel your masculine energy, your strength, your unwavering sense of self. When you offer to change everything about yourself, you've eliminated all polarity. You've made yourself nothing. Here's what happens next. She might take you up on the offer. She might start trying to change you, but every change will make her respect you less. Until eventually, She's dating someone she created, not someone she chose. And that's not sustainable. The deeper psychology here is complex. This phrase reveals you believe love is conditional, that you have to earn it by becoming someone else. But real love, real attraction, is based on authenticity. She wants to fall for the real you, not the version of you that you think she wants. It also shows you don't trust her judgment. If she's attracted to you now, why do you assume she wants you to change? By offering to change everything, you're essentially saying, I don't trust that you actually like me as I am. Furthermore, this phrase puts enormous pressure on her to be the director of your life. That's not romantic, that's exhausting. She wants a partner with his own opinions, preferences, and boundaries, not someone who mirrors whatever she wants. The irony, if you had just been yourself, flaws and all, she probably would have stayed interested. Authenticity trumps perfection every time. Growth and compromise are part of any relationship, but they should be mutual and voluntary, not one-sided and desperate. Here's what all four of these phrases have in common. They come from a place of trying to manage her perception of you instead of just being confident in who you are. But attraction doesn't work that way. You can't negotiate someone into being attracted to you. You can't convince them with words. Attraction is felt, not reasoned. So what should you say instead? Let me tell you something that will blow your mind. Instead of these four phrases, try this radical approach. Be interested in her without being desperate for her approval. Ask her about her passions instead of apologizing for your lack of them. Show her your world instead of diminishing yourself to fit into hers. Let your confidence speak instead of your insecurity. The most attractive thing you can say, nothing that requires her validation. Let me recap quickly. Never say you're bad with women, never put her on a pedestal, never claim you have no passions, and never offer to change everything about yourself. Instead, be a man who knows his worth, who has his own direction, and who sees her as an addition to his life, not the center of it. Here's the truth that might sting. Most men say these phrases because they're trying to manage the outcome. They're so afraid of losing her that they sabotage themselves trying to keep her. But the energy of desperation, it repels women faster than anything else. The men who attract and keep high-quality women, they're not trying to convince us of anything. They're just being themselves, confidently and unapologetically. And gentlemen, which of these four phrases have you said before? Be honest, this is a judgment-free zone, but it's also a learning zone. I guarantee you're not alone, and recognizing the pattern is the first step to breaking it. Subscribe if you want more psychology-backed dating advice from a woman's perspective. And remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being unapologetically yourself. Until next time, stop talking yourself out of attraction and start being the man she can't resist.